Good evening, children.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. I request all of you to turn on your videos. Okay, so we have to continue from here. So a train covered a certain distance at a uniform speed. A train covered a certain distance at a uniform speed. If the train had been, oh no, we finished this. Sorry, I mistook. Oh, this one. Okay, so after covering a distance of 30 kilometers, after covering a distance of 30 kilometers with a uniform speed, there is some defect in a train, okay, in the train engine, and therefore its speed is reduced to 4/5 of its original speed. After covering a distance of 30 kilometers, so the first 30 kilometers is covered. After covering a distance of 30 kilometers with a uniform speed, there is some defect in the train engine, and therefore its speed is reduced to 4/5 of its original speed. Consequently, the train, so what happens when the speed is reduced? The train will reach its destination late. If it's supposed to reach in 5 hours, it will reach a little late because the speed is reduced. After 30 kilometers, it is not traveling at its usual speed. Its speed is reduced to 4/5 of its original speed. The speed is reduced, so it will not reach its destination on time. If supposing it it has to reach the destination in 5 hours, maybe it will take half an hour longer because the speed is reduced for the remaining distance after 30 kilometers. Consequently, the train reaches its destination late by 45 minutes. It does not reach in 45 minutes. It reaches its destination late by 45 minutes. Had it happened, so that breakdown or that defect, had it happened after covering 18 kilometers more, had it happened after covering 18 kilometers more, the train would have reached 9 minutes earlier. So there was some defect in the train engine, right? And that had happened after covering 30 kilometers. Had that defect occurred after covering 18 more kilometers, that is 48 kilometers. After covering 48 kilometers, 18 more kilometers, 18 kilometers more. So that means 30 plus 18, 48 kilometers. Had the defect occurred after covering 48 kilometers, the train would have reached 9 minutes earlier. So that means had all that happened after the train covered 18 more kilometers, the train would have reached 9 minutes earlier. See, it cannot reach 9 minutes earlier than the scheduled time because after the defect, the speed of the train is reduced to 4/5 of its original speed. After the defect in the train engine, the speed of the train was reduced to 4/5 of its original speed. So when the speed is reduced, when the speed is less than when the train covers the remaining distance, the remaining distance meaning the distance after 30 kilometers or the distance after 48 kilometers with a reduced speed. If the train covers the first 30 kilometers on the usual speed and the remaining distance at 4/5 of the original speed, it reaches 45 minutes late. If the train covers 48 kilometers with the usual speed and the remaining distance at the reduced speed, it cannot reach 9 minutes earlier than the scheduled time. It reaches 9 minutes earlier, meaning earlier in case 1, it was late by 45 minutes. In case 2, 45 minus 9, it will be late only by 36 minutes and not by 45 minutes. That's how you need to understand. It cannot reach earlier than the scheduled time because the speed has reduced to 4/5 of the original speed. So if the train is traveling that remaining distance after 30 or after 48 kilometers at reduced speed, it cannot reach the destination on time. It will be late. In case 1, it is late by 45 minutes. In case 2, it will be late by 45 minus 9, 36 minutes. The train would have reached 9 minutes earlier. Find the speed of the train and the distance of the journey. So see here. So whenever, see, always assume the speed and time. You can find distance. It'll be easier to work with the equations when you assume for speed and time. Always assume when the question is about speed, distance, time. Assume speed and time and find the distance. So let the usual speed. Don't write anything. Let the usual speed of the train be x kilometers per hour. Let the actual time taken be y hours. So the distance between the two places. So what is speed? Distance by time. And what is distance? Speed into time. So distance is equal to speed into time. So which means it is x into y or xy kilometers. Let the usual speed of the train be x kilometers per hour. Let the actual time taken be y hours. So distance is equal to speed into time. So speed x into time y, xy kilometers, because distance, no, kilometers. The speed is in kilometer per hour. That means distance is in kilometers and time is in hours. The unit of speed here is kilometer per hour. So distance in kilometer and time in hours. So this is the assumption. So you can see that here. Let the actual speed be x kilometer per hour. Actual time taken y hours. Sorry, y hours. So the actual distance is equal. This y hours students. Okay, so actual distance is equal to xy kilometers. Yeah. And I showed you y. Speed into time. Okay, case one. So we go with these assumptions. Now case 1. We are constructing the equation like this. We are constructing the equation using this condition. The total time taken, look at this, the total time taken, case 1, total time taken is equal to the actual time taken y hours plus 45 minutes delay. Please understand, case 1, this is the condition which we use to construct the equation. The total time taken is equal to the actual time of y hours, plus the delay 45 minutes. So this is the total time taken in case 1. The actual time taken y hours plus the delay 45 minutes. Y hours in 45 minutes. So how do you find the total time taken? Total time taken is made up of two things. The time taken to cover the first 30 kilometers and the time taken to cover the remaining xy minus 30 kilometers. Because the total distance is xy. The total distance is xy. Now it's covered 30 kilometers. So the remaining distance will be xy minus 30. The total distance minus 30. So we need to find the total time taken. The total time taken is the time taken to cover the first 30 kilometers and the time taken to cover the remaining xy minus 30 kilometers. Okay, so how do you find time? Time is equal to distance by speed. Time is equal to distance by speed. Time is equal, speed is equal to distance by time. Time is equal to distance by speed. Distance by speed. So time taken, you have to find the time taken. Time is distance by speed. What's the distance? 30 kilometers. And what is the speed? Usual speed, x kilometer per hour. Because the first 30 kilometers is covered at the usual speed of x kilometers per hour. So distance 30, speed x, 30 by x hours. 30 by x hours. Time is equal to distance by speed. Distance 30 kilometers, which is covered at the usual speed of x kilometers per hour. So 30 by x hours. Why hours? Because it's time. Time. Distance by speed is time. So hours. Now next, the time taken to cover the remaining xy minus 30 kilometers will be distance by speed. Time is equal to distance by speed. So distance xy minus 30. Distance xy minus 30. Because total distance is xy. 30 which is already covered. So xy minus 30 is the remaining distance. So distance, time is equal to distance by speed. What is the new speed? The new speed is equal to 4/5 of the original speed. Its speed is reduced to, not reduced by. It's not reduced by. Reduced by means you should subtract. It's not reduced by 4/5 of the original speed. It's reduced to. That is, this is the new speed. Its speed is reduced to this one. It becomes this one. The new speed is equal to 4/5 of the original speed. 4 by 5 of the original speed x. Original speed x. The new speed, the new reduced speed. The new reduced speed is equal to. The speed is reduced to. So that is a new speed. It is reduced to 4/5 of the original speed. So 4x by 5. So you can see here speed is 4x by 5. 4/5 of x, you can see it there. Distance, remaining distance by the reduced speed. This distance is covered at this speed, at the reduced speed. So 4x, this is 4x. This is 4x which stays in the denominator. This 5 goes up to the numerator. This 5 will go up to the numerator. So you can see the next step, 5 into xy minus 30. 5 into xy minus 30. This 5 goes up to the numerator. 5 into xy minus 30 by 4x. 4 into x is 4x. 4 into x is 4x. So on multiplying, you get 5xy minus 150 by 4x. Hours. Hours. So this is the time taken to cover the remaining distance. So the total time, 30 by x. The time taken to cover the first 30 kilometers plus the time taken to cover the remaining xy minus 30 kilometers is equal to the total time of y hours and 45 minutes. Y plus 45 by 60 because you'll have to convert minutes to hours. You'll have to convert minutes to hours. 45 by 60 hours now it is. You can add two things of the same unit. You cannot add 2 rupees and 20 paise and say 22. If suppose it's 2 rupees and 20 paise, different units, you cannot add 2 rupees and 20 paise. Then what will be the unit for the answer? Will it be rupees or paise? You cannot add or subtract two quantities with different units. So this is y hours. This is y hours and this is 45 minutes. How can you add different units? So you will have to have both the time, both of them in the same unit. So this is y hours. So we'll convert this also to hours. 45 minutes, 45 by 60 hours or 3/4 of an hour. 3 by 4. 3 by 4. So like 3 by 4. That you will cancel here itself. You will not do that in the next step. When you write down, you should cancel it here itself. 15 3s are 15 4s are. 3 by 4 here it becomes. So proceed. The LCM of x and 4x. Are we all listening? Class, use the emoji. Raise your hand. Ramanathan, Tarun Murali, Priyanka, Kanishka, Sashmin, Sneha, Harini, Nandini, Ananya, Shreyas, Hitesh, Murali Krishna. Meera is on.
I am also attending the class, ma'am.
Why I can't see you? I'm not able to see Pranav for a very long time.
Ma'am, no, ma'am, my computer has problems, so I am attending with the Ganishka device, ma'am.
But I am the host and I'm not able to see you. How can that happen? You're in.
Ma'am, wait, ma'am. From tomorrow I will answer. Wait, ma'am. I am getting ready. Wait, ma'am.
How I can't see you here? In the list of attendees, I'm not able to find your name.
Ma'am, no, ma'am, I am attending with Ganishka device, ma'am. My device is in problem, ma'am, due to some issue. I am not logging through my device, ma'am.
Okay, you're sitting with Kanishka. Say that. Okay, fine, fine. All right. That's why Kanishka laughed now.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
And Meera. Meera is on hold. All right. All right, children. So see. No, I can see only Nandini and Ramnathan. Okay. I don't know how to make it more stern, you know, that videos must be turned on. I should sit and think how to ensure that, you know, all of you have your videos turned on. If somebody can give me an idea, kindly text me on WhatsApp or send a voice note. I'll implement that. I seriously don't know how to make it a rule to keep your videos turned on throughout the meeting. Once I go back to the presentation, your videos will go off. All right, thank you. So I was telling you, so you have to simplify it here itself. 15 3s are and 4s are. Now the LCM of the denominators x and 4x is 4x. See it here. The LCM of the denominators x and 4x is 4x. So you can see it here 4x and there is x here. There is x here. So you need to multiply by 4 so that it becomes 4x, which means you'll have to multiply the numerator by 4. So 30 into 4 is 120. 30 into 4 is 120. And here we already have the denominator 4x. So write the numerator 5x y minus 150 as it is. 5xy minus 150 as it is equal to, again, LCM here, children, common denominator. This is 3 by 4. All right. So 4 is a common denominator. 4 is a common denominator. So and it will be 4y plus 3. 4y plus 3. So how does this step happen? Just by taking the LCM. This step, LCM of the earlier step. Okay. So now on either sides you have 4, you can cancel out 4. On either sides you have 4, you can cancel out 4 on either sides. And then in the numerator 120 minus 150 is minus 30. 120 minus 150 is minus 30. And this 5xy over x is equal to 4y plus 3. 4y plus 3. Next, cross multiply. Cross multiply. 5xy minus 30 is equal to, when you cross multiply, 4xy plus 3x. Cross multiply. Multiply this by x. 4xy plus 3x. Now, take the variables on one side. Take the terms that have the variables on one side. I think you can simplify further so you can help yourself with all this. So now this equation is the terms which contain the variables on one side and the constant on the other side. So this is the first equation. The terms which have variables on one side, so like xy minus 3x on one side and the constant 30 on the other side. So you need to write this in the rough column. Total time taken is equal to the actual time taken y hours plus the delayed the time delay 45 minutes. So now you have to find the total time taken. To find the total time taken, you will have to find the time taken to cover the first 30 kilometers and the time taken to cover the remaining xy minus 30 kilometers. Because the total distance is xy. So xy minus 30 kilometers. So if you have to find time, you will have to use the formula distance by speed. So distance 30 by the actual speed x. Distance xy minus 30 by the reduced speed 4x by 5. So like this, you find the time taken in the two cases and add both. This one plus this one is the total time taken. And as we know, we cannot add values with different units, hours and minutes. So we convert 45 minutes to hours by dividing it by 60, which reduces to 3 by 4. And then it's simple, LCM, cross multiplying, and then getting the equation with the terms that have the variables on one side, constant on the other side. Now, what will be the second equation? Let's do it without the help of the slide. What will be the second equation? What is the total time taken? What's the total time taken? Class participate. What's the total time taken in case 2? What is the total time taken in case 2?
Y minus 9, ma'am.
No. What is the total time taken in case 2? What is the actual time taken?
Y.
Why? Why is the actual time taken? And it's delayed by
36 minutes, ma'am.
how?
Ma'am,
Correct, you're right.
45 minus 9, ma'am.
Correct. Earlier it was delayed by 45 minutes. Now it reaches 9 minutes earlier. That means the delay is only 45 minus 9, 36 minutes. Earlier it was delayed by 45 minutes. Now it reaches 9 minutes earlier. That means 45 minus 9. The delay is only by 36 minutes. So what's the total time taken? Y hours plus the delay. This is the actual time taken, y hours. Plus
36 minutes.
36 minutes. How do you convert minutes to hours?
Y plus 36 by 60.
So in the tables of 12, 12 threes are 12 fives are 60. So y plus 3y. Y plus 3y hours. This is the total time taken. What's the breakup for the total time taken? Time taken to cover, Priyanka, time taken to cover the first how many kilometers? The time taken to cover the first, who can say? The time taken to cover the first? Had it happened after covering 18 kilometers more? Had the defect occurred after covering 18 kilometers more?
48.
48. Time taken to cover the first 48 kilometers. The time taken to cover the first 48 kilometers. How do you find time? Distance by speed. What's the distance? 48 kilometers. What's the speed? Is it the usual speed or the reduced speed?
Reduced speed.
The defect happens after covering 48 kilometers. Had the defect occurred after covering 18 kilometers more. So till 48 kilometers, the train is traveling at the usual speed of X kilometers per hour. The first 48 kilometers is covered by the train at its usual speed of X kilometers per hour. The defect occurs after covering 18 kilometers more. That means 30 plus 18 after covering 48 kilometers. That is, the first 48 kilometers is covered at the same speed, the usual speed of X kilometers per hour. So distance by speed, usual speed X. And this is hours because time, no, distance by speed, so many hours. Then time taken to cover the remaining. What's the remaining distance? Tarun Murali, what's the remaining distance?
Ma'am, can you explain this again, ma'am?
Yeah. Tarun Murali, what's the remaining distance? Yes, Priyanka.
Ma'am, can you explain this again?
Yes, Priyanka, I heard you and I replied. I said, yes, I will do it. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Tarun Murali, what is the remaining distance? Who can tell me the remaining distance? What's the usual distance? XY kilometers. So XY minus 48 is the remaining distance. XY minus 48 is the remaining distance. And how do you find time? Distance by speed. What's the distance? XY minus 48. And what is the speed? Reduced speed, 4x by 5. So now the second equation is the time taken to cover the first 48 kilometers plus the time taken to cover the remaining distance at the reduced speed is equal to the total time taken of y hours plus 36 minutes, 36 by 60. This is the second equation. So you will get another equation like this. Yeah.
See your percentage. Now.
Okay. So every time that happens, I think you just have to rejoin, leave and rejoin.
Yes.
Am I audible, Ramnathan?
Your voice is clear, no, but the presentation is very slow now. After you are going to an exam only, just showing.
Oh, then just turn off your video and try.
No, ma'am, I tried it, ma'am.
Oh,
I can rejoin.
So you'll get another equation like this. This is the second equation. We need to solve the two equations. So you can see it here. I've solved the two equations. We have xy here and 5xy here. So I multiplied the first equation by 5. I multiply the first equation by 5. Then I cancel out. I find the value of x. Then substitute and find the value of y. So we have to find the speed of the train and the length of the journey. The speed of the train is x, 30 kilometers per hour, and the length of the journey is xy, 30 into 4, 120 kilometers. Yes, write on the question, children, first. Have you all written the question? Oh, no, I think now 1 minute. Last class, I had asked you to take screenshots, right? Did you all complete it in your book? How many of you finished the classwork? Nobody?
I have to see 3 videos.
What, Ramanathan? Come again?
You are asking trigonometry videos.
On trigonometry, you have to submit on Tuesday, not trigonometry. Last class, linear equations, we understood a few sums and I'd asked you to take screenshots and complete it in your classwork, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You finished that?
Yes.
Very good. Okay, I'll ask you to submit it. So you can take a screenshot. Don't write the question now because you have some more to complete. Yeah. So let me ask Priyanka. Priyanka?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now I said when the question is about speed, distance and time. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
When the question is about speed, distance, when the question involves speed, distance and time. Is somebody calling out to me?
Ma'am.
Yeah. So when the question is about speed, distance, when the question involves speed, distance and time, assume the speed and time and find the distance. So start with the assumptions, Priyanka. Say, let the speed of the train, let the usual speed of the train be what? Let the usual speed of the train be?
Ma'am, can you hear me?
Now I can hear you. Yes. Okay. Who can say, let the speed of the train be what?
X, ma'am.
X kilometers per hour. Let the usual time taken be? Let the usual time taken be?
Y, ma'am.
Y hours.
Why, ma'am?
Y hours. Now, what is the total time? What is the, in case one, the train travels 30 kilometers at the usual speed. So the time taken to cover 30 kilometers at the usual speed, plus the time taken to cover the total distance is xy. The total distance is speed into time xy kilometers. So the time taken to cover xy minus 30 kilometers at 4x by 5 kilometers per hour, because reduced speed, is equal to the total time taken. Total time taken. You should understand this equation. If you understand this equation, it's easy to understand the answer. Look at the screen and understand this. The time taken, this is in case 1. The time taken to cover 30 kilometers at the usual speed, because the first 30 kilometers is covered at the usual speed, plus the time taken to cover the remaining distance, xy minus 30 is the remaining distance at the reduced speed at 4x by 5 kilometers per hour, is equal to the total time taken.
I understand this, ma'am.
Priyanka, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, how will we find the time taken? What's the formula to find the time? Speed is equal to distance by time. So what is time? Distance by speed, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. What is the distance here? What is the distance here?
30, ma'am.
30 kilometers.
30, ma'am.
What's the speed?
4x by 5. Why, ma'am?
Speed.
X, ma'am.
Priyanka, do you understand this? 30 by x.
Yes, ma'am.
What is 30?
Ma'am, the distance.
Distance by speed, the usual speed, x. And what is 30 by x? It's the time taken. Why time taken? Because distance by speed. Distance by speed is a time taken. Distance by speed is a time taken. So many hours. This is the time taken to cover the first 30 kilometers at the usual speed. Priyanka, do this. What's the distance here?
xy minus 30, ma'am.
What's the speed? Is it the usual speed or the
4x.
reduced speed?
The reduced speed, ma'am. 4x by 5.
Okay, so in the next step, this 5 will go up to the numerator. Here it will come. It will come here into 5.
Yes, ma'am.
Is equal to, how do we find the total time taken? The total time, the delay is by 45 minutes. So if the usual time taken is 5 hours, the train is delayed by 45 minutes. It reaches its destination late by 45 minutes. It's supposed to reach in 5 hours. It's late by 45 minutes. That means the total time taken is the usual time taken, y, plus 45 minutes. It's delayed by 45 minutes. It takes 45 minutes more. So the usual time y plus 45 minutes, but it's in minutes. You need to convert it to hours. So 45 by 60 is the total time taken in case 1. Why
Yes,
is
ma'am.
why is the actual time taken? It's delayed by 45 minutes. So plus 45 minutes or 45 by 60 hours. This is the total time taken. And this total time taken is made up of the time taken to cover the first 30 kilometers plus the time taken to cover the remaining xy minus 30 kilometers. So this is the equation. Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, try case 2, Priyanka. Speed is x. I'll just write it in short. Time is y. And distance is xy kilometers. Yeah. Try case 2, Priyanka.
Yes, ma'am.
Time taken to cover.
Ma'am, that is 40.
Time taken to cover 48 kilometers. At what speed? At usual speed or reduced speed?
Usual, ma'am.
At usual speed. Plus the time taken to cover. What's the remaining distance?
Ma'am, y minus 48.
Y is the time taken. What's the total distance?
XY minus 48, ma'am.
XY minus 48. XY minus 48 kilometers. At what speed? At
The reduced speed, ma'am.
4x by 5 kilometers per hour. So the sum of these two time taken will
Is
be
equal to
equal
the
to
total time taken.
the total time taken. And what's the total time taken? It reaches 9 minutes earlier. See, when the speed is reduced, it cannot reach early. It reaches 9 minutes earlier than the earlier delay. In case 1, it's delayed by 45 minutes. Now it reaches 9 minutes earlier. That is, it's still delayed by 36 minutes. So the total time taken is y hours plus 36 minutes, 36 by 60. You should understand that when the speed is reduced, the train cannot reach earlier than the usual time.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is the second equation. So how do you find time? Distance by speed. What's the distance?
48, ma'am.
Speed,
48 by
distance,
XY minus 48 by 4x by 5.
is equal to y plus,
And the 5 will come to the numerator.
yeah, y plus. When you simplify this, you get 3 by 5. 12 3s are 12 5s are. That's all. Just work this and get the second equation. Solve the two equations and find the values of x and y.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Yes, children, take a screenshot. I'll just correct this one. This one is y hours. Actual time is y hours. Take a screenshot, children. And Priyanka, how do you find actual distance as xy kilometers?
Ma'am, distance is equal to speed into time, ma'am.
Okay, speed into time. Okay, so speed is
X, ma'am, and time is Y.
very good. Okay. The question is also here in the slide, children. Take a picture. I told you here you will write 45 by 16, reduce it here itself, 3 by 4. Is it over, this one?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. This is the next slide. The answer ends here. So here also you will reduce this. So this will become 12 3s are 12 5s are 3 by 5. Then the usual LCM cross multiplying. Second equation, solve the two equations and find the values of x and y. Done, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. We finished this in the last class. We've done this also earlier. We've done this earlier. After 5 years, his age will be. We've done this. New students can take a screenshot. New students must go through the recordings. So it explains. If you want, you can take a screenshot. Ramnathan and Priyanka, Sashmi.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
A similar question for practice. I don't have the answer to this. It's similar to the 10th one. Very important question also. This question, this 11th question is similar to the 10th one. We've already worked the 10th one in the class earlier. 11 is similar to 10. I can show you 10 again. This is 10. This is 11, similar to the 10th one. Yeah. 1 minute, I just want to check the other questions in this. All right. The present age of a woman. The present age of a woman is 3 years more than 3 times the age of her daughter. 3 years hence, the woman's age will be 10 years more than twice the age of her daughter. Find their present ages. Priyanka, so what will we assume? Who are the 2 characters in this question?
Ma'am, the woman and a doctor, ma'am.
Yeah, so let the present age, let the present age of the woman
be X, ma'am.
Okay, so woman's present age, I'll just write it like this. Woman's present age. Woman's present age is equal to X years. And daughter's present age. Daughter's present age
Y,
is
ma'am.
equal to Y years. Okay. Y years. All right. What is given? The present age of a woman is 3 years more than 3 times the age of her daughter. So how do you construct the equation out of this
X
information?
is equal to 3Y plus 3.
Like this, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so let's see if even I'm getting the same thing. The present, so I'm going to write, as I read, I'm going to write something. Yes. As I read, I'm going to write the present age of a woman. So what should I write, Priyanka? The present age of a woman. What is the present age of the woman?
3 years more than
No,
3 times the age of her daughter.
No. I said as I read, I'm going to write something. Now, the present age of a woman. I want to write something. What should I write? The present age of a woman means
3Y plus 3.
No. What is the present age of the woman? You don't understand my question. What is the present age of the woman?
X, ma'am.
So see, okay, let me do it like this. I'll do it here itself. The present age of a woman means X, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So X, I'm writing X. Is means equal to. So I'm writing equal to here. Okay. 3 years more. 3 years more than 3 times the age of her daughter. So 3 years more meaning plus 3.
Yes, ma'am.
3 years more meaning 3 years more than something. 3 years more than something. So 3 years more than 3 times the age of her daughter. What is 3 times the age of her daughter? 3Y.
3Y, ma'am.
Correct. So 3Y. 3 times the age of her daughter. Somebody's mic is enabled. Okay. 3 times the age of her daughter. 3 times the age of her daughter meaning 3Y. And 3 years more. So 3Y plus 3. So you're absolutely right. The first equation is correct. What about the second one, Priyanka?
Yes, ma'am.
So children, 1 minute. I just want to say the class again. So children, see here. You just have to replace these words with, the assumptions we have made. So the present age of a woman is, the present age of the woman is X. Is means is equal to 3 years more, meaning plus 3. You should do plus 3 to something. You cannot write plus 3 now. 3 years more than something. That something you should write first. Plus 3. 3 years more than something. Write that something first. So let this 3 years more be as it is. Than 3 times the age of her daughter. 3 times the age of her daughter meaning 3y. Because her daughter is y. 3 times. So 3y. So 3 years more than this one. So here it is plus 3. So x is equal to 3y plus 3. X is equal to 3y plus 3. Then further, Priyanka?
Yes, ma'am. After 3 years, they're telling, ma'am, so x plus 3.
After 3 years. After 3 years. So x plus 3. X plus 3. The woman's age will be. So the woman's age after 3 years is x plus 3, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Will be meaning equal to.
Ma'am, the woman's age will be 10 years more than twice the age of her daughter. So 2y plus 10, ma'am.
So what will be her daughter's age after 3 years?
Y plus 3, ma'am.
The daughter will be y plus 3. After 3 years, daughter will be y plus 3. What is twice her daughter's age?
2y plus 6, ma'am.
2y plus 6. 10 years more than that.
Yes, ma'am.
Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. So 3 years hence. So 3 years later, the woman's age will be. See, will be means children equal to. I think now, Priyanka, you can disable your mic. So will be meaning equal to. The woman's age will be meaning equal to. The woman's age. So her age will be x plus 3 after 3 years. Will be meaning equal to. 10 years more than. 10 years more than means plus 10. Something plus 10. So we'll wait and see what that something is. So 10 years more than twice the age of her daughter. Her daughter will be y plus 3 after 3 years. Twice this one. So into 2. So 10 more than this one. 10 more than twice the age of her daughter. See here. Now we can read from this. We can actually read from this. So after 3 years, the woman's age will be. After 3 years, the woman's age, this is the woman's age, will be 10 more than twice her daughter's age. Yeah, take a picture, children. That's it. Once you know to construct the equations, you just have to solve and find the values of x and y. Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Take a picture, children. Done?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So here A and B are friends and their ages differ by 2 years. A and B are friends and their ages differ by 2 years. So you don't know who's elder or who's younger because their ages differ by 2 years. So it can be A minus B is equal to 2, or if A is elder, then A minus B is equal to 2. If B is elder, then B minus A, that is B's age minus A's age is equal to 2. So since we do not, it's not given if A is elder or B is elder. So we have to consider both the cases. When A is elder, A minus B is 2. When B is elder, B minus A is 2. Okay. A is father. So A and B are friends and their ages just differ by 2 years. So if one is 14 years old, the other is 16 years old. So their ages just differ by 2 years. A's father D is twice as old as A. A's father D is the father there. So A's father D is twice as old as A. And B is the other friend, okay? A and B are friends. And B is twice as old as his sister C. B is twice as old as his sister C. So clearly, those new characters C and D. D is somebody's father. D is A's father, while C is the sister of B. And you can see that B is twice as old as his sister. B is elder to his sister. B is twice as old as his sister. So if the sister is say like 8 years old, then B is 16 years old. B is twice as old as his sister C. B is elder to his sister C. Okay, so the other two, A and B are friends. Their ages only differ by 2 years. D is A's father. D is A's father. And D's age is twice as old as A. So 2 times A's age. And there's another character C, who's B's sister. Clearly, the sister is B's younger sister. B's younger sister. Because B is twice as old as his sister C. Double his sister's age. If sister is 10 years old, B is 20 years old. So sister is younger sister here. Now the age of, not age, the ages of D and C. The ages of D and C differ by 40 years. So D is A's father and C is B's younger sister. So clearly here D minus C is 40. It is not C minus D is equal to 40. It is D minus C is equal to 40. Because D is A's father and C is the younger sister of B. So definitely this character C is, will be far less, but the age of C is far less than the age of D. So D, the father, minus A's father's age minus B's sister's age is equal to 40. It is not C, it cannot be C minus D is equal to 40. So we can make that logical assumption that D minus C is 40. Find the ages of A and B. Find the ages of A and B. Class, lower your hands. If it's already lowered, ignore. Lower your hands. Are you there, Murali Krishna?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, now class, use the emoji. Raise your hand. Ramanathan, Nandini, Ananya, Hitesh, Kanishka, Sneha, Harini, Tarun, Murali, Deepika, Priyanka. All of us are there. Meera, Sashmin, Murali Krishna, Pranav is there now. Okay. Shreyas, are you there? Okay, so very simple, children, very, very simple. So let A's age be X years. Let A's age be X years. Please listen carefully. B's age be Y years, correct? Now A's, their ages differ by 2 years. That means if A is elder, X minus Y is 2 or Y minus X is 2 because you don't know who is elder. So you have to take both X minus Y from this one information. Their ages differ by 2 years. We get 2 equations. X minus Y is equal to 2 or Y minus X is equal to 2. Next, A's father D. So D is, please listen, I'm reading and I'm writing what, as I read, I'm writing something. A's father D. So D is means equal to twice as old as A. 2 into A. Is this correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Please respond, yes or no?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so D is twice as old as A. So that means D is equal to 2x because A is X years old, 2x. So D is equal to 2x years. Is this correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And what is and what else is given? And B is is means equal to B is. Please see the question. B is twice. Twice means 2 into. Twice as old as his sister C. So twice C sage. So what is B sage? Y is equal to 2C. So C is equal to Y by 2. Am I right? Y by 2 years. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
So we assume the ages of A and B. A is X, B is Y. Their ages differ by 2 years. So X minus Y is equal to 2 or Y minus X is equal to 2. If X is elder, X minus Y is equal to 2. If Y is elder, Y minus X is equal to 2. That's over. Next, D is twice as old as A, but A is X. So D is equal to 2X. B is twice his sister's age. So B is Y. We have assumed B as Y. So B is Y is equal to 2C. So C is equal to Y by 2 years. Read ahead. The ages of D and C differ by 40 years. So D minus C is equal to 40. Not C minus D. I told you D is father. C is sister, younger sister. So D is definitely elder than C. D minus C is equal to 40. What is D? 2X. Minus what is C? Y by 2. This is the other equation. This is the equation 1. Equation 2 is the equation 3. Find the ages of A and B. Now you cannot solve. Are we all listening? Please say yes, all of you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
That's all.
Yes, ma'am.
So now we have equation 1, 2, and 3. Now we cannot solve equation 1 and 2. Please listen carefully. We cannot solve equation 1 and 2 because they are constructed out of the same information. Nandini, why we cannot solve 1 and 2? Who can say why we can't solve 1 and 2?
Ma'am,
Because they are of the same equation.
Yeah, because we have constructed the equations x minus y is equal to 2 and y minus x is equal to 2 from the same information. The ages of A and B differ by 2 years. For that information, we have 2 equations. From one information, we have constructed 2 equations. You should not solve such equations. You should not solve 1 and 2. You should not solve equations constructed out of the same information. One piece of information, but 2 equations you have. Don't solve those 2 equations. So which means you will have to solve equations 1 and 3 and 2 and 3. You must solve 3 is from a different information. So solve equations 1 and 3 and 2 and 3 and find the values of x and y and hence the ages of A and B. So you can see here A sage B x years children, B sage B y years. Difference between ages of A and B is 2 years. So x minus y is 2 or as I told you this. So D's age is equal to 2x years because why is it 2x? Because twice as old as A. D's age is equal to 2 times age, A's age, 2 into A's age. 2 into A's age. Let me write all that. D's age is equal to 2 into A's age. So 2 into x, 2x years. And this also I told you. B's age is equal to 2 into C's age. So y is equal to 2 into C's age. So C's age is equal to y by 2 years. Now clearly D's age might, because the ages of A and D and C differ by 40 years. The ages of D and C differ by 40 years. So this is what it is. Substitute D is 2x, C is y by 2 is equal to 40. Then LCM cross multiply, you get the third equation like this. LCM cross multiplying, we get the third equation. So we already have 1 and 2. Now this is 3. So as I told you, don't solve 1 and 2, solve 1 and 3. So you can see on solving 1 and 3, we get x is 26 and y is 24. On solving 2 and 3, we get x is 27 1 by 3 and y is 29 1 by 3. So you can see in the second case, B is elder. Age, no, so it can be 29 1 by 3. 1 by 3 means 1 by 3 into 12, 4 months, 29 years and 4 months. So age you can get as a fraction like this. So in this case, you see that, yeah. So here you see that who's elder? B is elder because y is 29 1 by 3 years old. In the first case, you see A is elder. So we found the answers for both the cases. If A is elder, then 26 and 24. If B is elder, then 29 1 by 3 and 27 1 by 3. Yeah, take a screenshot, children.
Took months.
Yeah.
Ma'am, can you show the second slide, ma'am?
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. So this is similar to the earlier one, children. I'll tell you the difference. You can help yourself. A is elder to B by 2 years. So it's very clear. So here you have only one equation. X minus y is equal to 2. Because A is elder. A is elder. B is younger. So A is elder to B by 2 years. So if you call A's age, if A is X years old and B is Y years old, it's very clear that X minus Y is equal to 2. It is not Y minus X is equal to 2. So you don't have this equation. X minus Y is, you have only one equation here. Then the same thing you can see A is father F. A is father F. A's father F is twice as old as A. Same information like the previous question. And B is twice as old as his sister S. Just that the character here, there it was D and C, and here it is F and S. The other characters A, B, F and S. Here we have A, B, father F and sister S. A's father F and B's sister S. Earlier we had A, B friends, father D and sister C. A's father D, B's sister C. Same thing. Exactly the same information. B is twice as old as his sister S. If the ages of the father and sister differ by 40 years, so there it was how much? 30 years, I think. Oh, here also 40 years only. So 40 years, find the age of A. I just wanted to tell you that difference. Here, if A is X years old and B is Y years old, X minus Y is equal, because A is elder, X elder one's age minus the younger one's age is equal to 2. And from this 40, ages of father and sister differ by 40 years, you'll get another equation. Solve those two equations and find the values of X and Y. But here the question is only find the age of A. Only A's age they want you to find. Please go through, children. So you can see similar to the earlier one. See, we are substituting here, like we did earlier. We are substituting. B's age is 2 into S's age. B is Y years old. This 2 as it is into S. So S is equal to Y by 2. This 2 will come down for division, Y by 2. S is equal to Y by 2. Then it's given that father's age minus sister's age is 40. So substitute. This is father's age. This is sister's age. Is equal to 40. So second equation. First equation here. Solve and find the value of X. Because it's enough to find A's age. X. Just find X, that's all. Take a picture, children. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the ages of two friends, Annie and Biju, differ by 3 years. The ages of two friends, Annie and Biju, differ by 3 years. So again, we do not know if Annie is elder or Biju is elder. We don't know. Annie's father, Dharam. I think this is in your NCRT, optional exercise. Okay, so
Yes,
Annie's
ma'am.
father. Okay,
Yes,
yeah.
ma'am.
Okay. So Annie's father, Dharam, is twice as old as Annie. So I think again similar to the earlier, the 13th question. Annie's father, Dharam. Okay, so there it was A, B, C, D. Here it is A, Annie, B, Biju, D, Dharam, and C, Kathy. So A, B, C, D are given names here, that's all. Similar to the 13th one. Similar. A, B, C, D here. Here A for Annie, B for Biju, C for Kathy, and D for Dharam. So Annie's father Dharam is twice as old as Annie, and Biju's Biju. Oh, there's a typing error. Biju is twice, not as. Biju is twice as old as his sister Kathy. The ages of Kathy and Dharam differ by 30 years. Find the ages of Annie and Biju. Do you agree with me? 13 and 15?
Yes, ma'am.
So you can do this one. Okay. Because the response is not very strong.
Yes.
Okay. So Annie is X, right? And Biju is Y. Tell me. What is the first equation?
X minus Y is equal to
X minus Y is equal to
3.
3.
3.
Three.
Or
Y minus 3 is equal
Y
to
minus X is
Y
equal
minus X is equal to 3.
Y minus X is equal to 3. Okay, because we don't know who's elder. Okay, then Annie's father Dharam. So Dharam is twice as old as Annie. Twice as old as Annie. Two times Annie's age. So D is equal to 2X. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
As you read, you should keep writing. Biju is. I'm not saying, I'm reading the question. Biju is twice as old as his sister meaning 2 times his sister's age. So Biju's y is equal to 2c. So c is equal to y by 2. Now, since Kathy, as we understood earlier, is Biju's younger sister, and Dharam is Annie's father, Dharam is elder to Kathy. So Dharam's age minus Kathy's age is equal to 30 years. It is not C minus D. It is only D minus C. Dharam's age minus Kathy's age is equal to 30 years. So Dharam is 2x. Kathy is y by 2 is equal to 30. So like there you have equation 1, 2 and 3. You have 1, 2 and 3. You should not solve 1 and 2 because we have constructed 1 and 2 from the same information. Difference between Annie's age and Biju's age is 3 years. So you should not solve 1 and 2. Solve 1 and 3, 2 and 3. Yeah, and find their ages. Take a picture, children. I think we have.
Look, ma'am. Yes,
Done?
yes, ma'am.
Okay. We'll do this one. We'll do these two and wind up the session for today. Very simple questions. The sum of two numbers is 8. The sum of two numbers. The aroma of dinner is coming to your nose and I'm not allowing you to eat. Your parents are calling you for dinner, but I'm not winding up the session. The sum of two numbers is 8. And the sum of their reciprocals is 8 by 15. Find the numbers. Harini and Sneha, finished your dinner or still to have?
We should have.
Yeah. Okay, so the sum of two numbers is 8. So let the numbers be x and y. The sum of two numbers is 8. X plus y is equal to 8. And the sum of their reciprocals, the reciprocal of x is 1 by x. The reciprocal of y is 1 by y. The sum of their reciprocals is 8 by 15. The two numbers are x and y. The sum of the two numbers is 8. The sum of their reciprocals, so 1 by x plus 1 by y. 1 by x is the reciprocal of x. 1 by y is the reciprocal of y. The sum, so add their reciprocals, is 8 by 15. So this is one of the ways of working. I don't think I've presented both the methods. Yeah, only one method I've shown here. All right. So let one number be, you can see it here. Let one number be x, the other number be y. So x plus y is 8. And the sum of their reciprocals is 8 by 15. On taking the LCM, xy is the LCM. Please listen, xy is the LCM. So you will get y plus x is equal to 8 by 15. Then what is this x plus y? What is this x plus y? See, x plus y is 8. So I've substituted. X plus y is 8. So I've replaced. This x plus y is 8. So instead of y plus x, I've used 8. 8 by xy. 8 by xy is equal to 8 by 15. 8 and 8 can get cancelled. So xy is equal to 15. Like when you cross multiply, 1 and 1, no? So when you cross multiply, you get xy is equal to 15. Xy is equal to 15. So we have one equation, x plus y is equal to 8. And see, this is sum of their reciprocals. Sum of their reciprocals is 8 by 15. When you take the LCM and work that, you get xy is equal to 15. Xy is equal to 15. So what the idea here is, we are trying to use this algebraic identity and get the equation for x minus y. So see here, we know this identity, x plus y the whole square. See, one way is you can use a substitution method, children. You can use a substitution method. You can write y is equal to 15 by x. You can write y is equal to 15 by x. And instead of y here, you can use a substitution method. Write 15 by x and solve and find x. You will get a quadratic equation, solve and find the value of x. What I have done is, I have used this algebraic identity, x plus y the whole square minus x minus y the whole square is equal to 4xy. We have seen this, I think, in polynomials. Yes or no? Yes or no? We'll wind up with this
Yes,
one, children.
ma'am.
Tell me the two identities. One is x plus y the whole square minus x minus y the whole square is equal to 4xy. What's the other one? Similar to this one. What is x plus y the whole square plus x minus y the whole square? 2 of x square plus y square. I've given you these two identities earlier. X plus y the whole square minus x minus y the whole square is equal to 4xy. Then x plus y the whole square plus x minus y the whole square is equal to 2 of x square plus y square. You already know this, otherwise take a picture. You already know this. Now, so I have used that algebraic identity and substituted. X plus y is 8. So 8 square, x plus y is 8. So 8 square minus x minus y the whole square I've written as it is. 4xy, 4 into 15, 4 into 15. See, now this algebraic identity has three expressions, x plus y, x minus y, xy. This algebraic identity has three expressions, x plus y, x minus y, xy. We know two of these values. We know x plus y and we know xy. So we can find x minus y. That's the idea. So we can find x minus y. Since we know x plus y is 8 and xy is 15, we can work this and find x minus y. So on working, you get x minus y the whole square is equal to 4. X minus y is equal to plus or minus 2. Square root of 4, which is plus or minus 2. Square root of 4, which is plus or minus 2. So this is the second equation. X minus y is equal to plus 2 and x minus y is equal to minus 2 is the third equation. But again, as you've understood earlier, 2 and 3 is from the same information. So you should not solve 2 and 3. You must solve 1 and 2, 1 and 3. 2 and 3 you've got from the same equations. Here, on solving this, you get these two equations. These two equations. You should not solve 2 and 3. You should not try to solve 2 and 3. You must solve equation 1 and 2, 1 and 3. On solving 1 and 2, so you find x is 5 and y is 3. On solving 1 and 3, 1 and 3. On solving 1 and 3, we get x is 3 and y is 5. So it's just that the numbers are The two numbers are 3 and 5. In any case, the two numbers are 3 and 5. The numbers are 3 and 5. So one number is 3, the other number is 5. In the first case, one number is 5, the other number is 3. 5, 3. Here it is 3, 5. Here it is 3 and 5. Anyways, the numbers are 3 and 5 or 5 and 3. Take a picture, children. We can't do the next one. It's time. Take a picture. So what did I tell you? We have one equation, x plus y is equal to 8. And then the sum of their reciprocals, is 8 by 15. So on solving that, we get xy is equal to 15. So we make use of this identity which has x plus y and xy. And we are trying to find x minus y. X minus y is equal to plus or minus 2. So now we have linear equations in x and y. See here x plus y is equal to 8. X minus y is equal to 2. X minus y is minus 2. We have linear equations in x and y. So now we solve and find the values of x and y. Ramanathan, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Andani?
Yes, ma'am.
Ananya?
Yes, ma'am.
Kanishka?
Yes, ma'am.
Sneha, Harini, I can see. Tarun Murali, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Deepika? Priyanka?
Yes, ma'am.
Sashmi?
Yes, ma'am.
Murali Krishna?
Yes, ma'am.
Meera?
Yes, ma'am.
Deepika? Pranav?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
All right, children. All right, children. So that's it for today's session. Please complete, I don't know, but you have trigonometry also to do. Yes, I wanted to share this with you. So whatever, the contents of the videos, I have shared those notes with you. All of you saw that? I've shared
Yes,
a link on,
Yes, ma'am.
I've shared a playlist link on the introduction to trigonometry. Whatever is explained in the videos, the content of the videos, I've shared the pictures with you. So what you can do is you can write out the contents in your notebook first. As I was telling you in the last class, you can maintain a new notebook. I think that will be good. You can buy a book or if you have one, use it.
Yes, ma'am.
Write out everything in your notebook. Then listen to the videos. So you can just look into your book and understand better. So do that. I think that is what you should do by the next class. On Tuesday, all of you, each one of you, I think I should make it more stern. I ask you people to share pictures and only two or three of you share. All of you must share the pictures of trigonometry to join the next class. Let me make it like that. I'll not allow you to attend the meeting. Next meeting if you don't finish trigonometry. All of you make sure that you complete trigonometry notes in your book. Share the pictures with me before the next class on Tuesday. All of you. All of you.
Yes,
Sashmin,
Okay, ma'am.
I've not received anything from you so far, Sashmin. All right, children. So that's it for today's session. Thank you so much. Good night.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, children. Thank you.